Hey, this is Don the Idea Guy with another episode of the Big Yellow Sticky podcast, the behind the scenes, extra features, director's commentary, etc., etc. You get the idea. Companion audio piece to the content I post daily at bigyellowsticky.com, where I write a daily quote, thought, inspirational idea, motivational moment in Sharpie on a 3x3 yellow sticky and post it for the world to see. This year, I decided in 2019 that I would record these audio tracks to go along with each one of the posts that I put up on bigyellowsticky.com, because I've had a lot of folks ask me, hey, what was your idea behind that? What made you write about this? Or they tell me their story. Hey, that thing you wrote last week meant a lot to me because I was going through a project and those were the right words at the right time. And I don't have a whole lot of space on a 3x3 sticky note to deep dive into the reasons behind the content. So that's why I thought I'd record these audio clips for you. We are on episode 10 for January 10th, 2019. Today's sticky title is Daily Fix, and the text on the sticky note reads, Develop an addiction to done. Develop an addiction to done. Here's the thought behind that. Do you know any smokers? I don't mean the people who have an occasional cigar at a tailgate party or the social drinker patio smoker who only smokes when they drink and do it so infrequently that they have to bum a cigarette from somebody else because they don't buy their own. I'm talking hardcore legacy smoker, the kind who can't be dissuaded to quit no matter how big the warning label is or how high the tax is on each pack. I've worked with several folks who fit the description of the latter during my career, and when they need a cigarette, you do not want to be between them and the door. The physically, mentally, and chemically require a cigarette. The habit is so ingrained in their mind and body that they can't go beyond a certain number of hours or minutes without lighting up. They get tense, they get irritable, they get grouchy. There is a need for that cigarette. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing redeeming about the act of smoking. It's not good for you, it's not good for the humans who exist around you, it's not good for the environment. The only people it seems to be good for are the tobacco companies. But logic doesn't enter the equation when it comes to an addiction. Unless you've had a deep addiction to something, you just can't understand what would drive a person to so crave something so bad for them. What if you could foster a positive addiction to something that improved your life? Could you develop as strong of a craving to ship your work, a compelling addiction to complete projects and launch them into the world? An addiction to getting things done could actually improve your life. And if your projects are as good as you hope, an addiction like this might even improve the world. So wake up tomorrow, look at your to-do list, and figure out how you're going to get your daily fix. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. This is Don the Idea Guy. You can learn more about me and the projects I ship over at dontheideaguy.com. I encourage you to sign up for my free email list where I share ideas on an infrequent basis. I promise it's not a daily email, but if you crave a daily email, go to bigyellowsticky.com and sign up for the alert list there. It costs nothing, and every single day I will send you an email with that day's sticky note, the quote, an image of that sticky note delivered right to your inbox, and a link to the audio track that you're listening to now of the most recent episode. So you don't have to keep checking back to the website for links. You can actually just subscribe to the email list. I'll mail it to you, or you can even subscribe to the podcast in your favorite pod listening software. That's up to you. iTunes, Podcatcher, Podfly, I don't care which one you listen to it in, just listen to it. And if you like it, please share it with somebody else. We're just getting started here on episode 10, and I'm going to keep this going with every episode, every day, just like I do the sticky notes. And it'd be nice if I knew there were a few people out there listening, so I'm not just talking to myself, but I'll do that too. That's it for today's episode. I hope to see you tomorrow, hear you tomorrow. I hope you'll hear me tomorrow on the Big Yellow Sticky Podcast.